Sláinte, I do buckaroos. How the heck are you? Hey, and happy Thanksgiving. Thought I'd do one live video today. That's all, just one. Got round one done. It's just a wife and I, so we kept it rather simple this year rather than having too much stuff. As it is, we have a lot, but this way we can just add to it and keep it fresh instead of having 100 things in containers in the fridge. We'll make them as we want them. Change my privacy here. There we go. Now we're in business. All right. How the heck are you, man? Happy Thanksgiving again. As I said, I got a couple things I want to have with you. Again, I'm going to tuck this one away after today again. I opened it up to do my official Thanksgiving video. That was actually done a little over a week ago, I guess, but I wanted to do that. Then I tucked it away until yesterday when I had a couple cocktails with it. And I've got a couple ounces here neat to share with you. It's from Ardent Spirits, Old Herald Distillery. This is their limited release honey barrel called Buzzworthy. Doesn't say bourbon, just says whiskey, just says Buzzworthy. Okay, at 114 proof, produced by Ardent Spirits, Collinsville, Illinois, home of Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. That's all the information they give me on it, unfortunately, but it's really good. I just want to have a little bit, have that after dinner digestive, if you will. Whiskey works perfect in that capacity. Old Herald on one side, Ardent Spirits on the other. But I did grab a beer. I found this one yesterday when I bought the Sierra Nevada Celebration. I haven't had this before, so I thought this would be a good time to open it for the first time. This is a Boulevard 35th Anniversary Ale. It's barrel aged, aged in Holiday in Weston, Missouri, just a little north of Kansas City. The Holiday bourbon barrels. This one comes in at 11.5%. Let me show you that part so you can see. And I'm going to let you see the front of that label too. As I pop this open. I have a handful of barrel aged beers from Jackie O's and from I picked up in Columbus. I also have, I think, 2 or 3 from Wolf's Ridge. And I almost opened one of those, but when they're gone, right? I can't get to them again. So I'm gonna try to hang on to them just a little bit longer. I got the 4-pack of this, so I thought I'd drink this with you. Just pour about that much to start with. Well, heck, my hands are not cooperating with me here. Look at that. That is a nice looking beer. Nice color. Almost has a slight ruby hue to it. Oh, wow. Aroma is incredible. I do love holiday stuff. Nice products. I love their Rick House. They got a bourbon and then the soft red wheat bourbon. I like them both. I do, but I'm a traditional bourbon guy. I do like that rye in there. The soft red is nice, but it's a little sweeter. And I like the chewiness of that rye as a secondary. Mm. Boy, you can really, really, you can really feel a barrel note on the nose, man. I'm not kidding. That's nice. I'm gonna set that aside for just a second. Let her breathe a minute. I'll pick up this whiskey. Oh man. So I let myself, well, it's about 2.5 ounces I poured here. It was an ounce and a quarter glass. I poured in twice. But after this, I'm putting this bottle away. I'm not going to even look at it till around Christmas. Gonna kind of forget about it now. I've got one more honey barrel whiskey. I didn't realize I'd find two honey barrel whiskey. That's the reason I bought this one, because I thought, well, honey barrel, that's kind of different. And then Echo Spirits had a honey barrel whiskey. That one I got to fill myself. So I'm going to try to wait till Christmas to pop that one. Or, right around there. The nose on this whiskey is just insane. This stuff is just incredible. They don't tell me the age or the mash, and I wish I had both, but it's really good. I'm curious the mash, because it doesn't call itself a bourbon. But wow, it is nice. Buzzworthy. Yeah, oh my God, that's just gorgeous. Wow, man. You do feel that honey sweetness in there. Oh man, that's so good. You do feel that nice oak, a lot of vanilla running all the way through. Nice oak and spice in the finish. I'm getting allspice, cinnamon, a little bit of clove, I think, and some ginger. But boy, that honey, yeah, baby, that's very nice. Boy, you can really feel that honey. I'm also gonna say there's a little toffee in there. I'm gonna put that up for a second and check out this beer, the 35th anniversary ale. God, that nose is crazy, man. Uh, been watching some holiday stuff today. I hadn't been able to get the Charlie Brown stuff that I love to watch. So I finally got to where I could watch it today. So I went back to Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, then watched Charlie Brown Christmas, and a few other. Um, my wife's not the fan that I am, but nevertheless, we watched about most of our favorite Christmas movies already. So last couple of years, we used to try to wait till Thanksgiving, but I kind of gave up doing that last year and this year. Just started watching them about the first week of November. This is really good, man. Holiday Bourbon Barrels. Holiday is doing some great stuff out there in Western Missouri. Was out there last year. Didn't get there this year. I'm not going to be able to get there this year. Unfortunately, I was hoping to. It was kind of the plan, but with everything else going on, it just didn't happen. I'd like to get out to Weston next year, though. I like to spend a couple days there. It's a nice little town. We only had a few hours there when we were there. We were spending the night, but we came from somewhere else and we were heading out the next day. So, but I really liked the little Irish shop, and I was only about 5 weeks out of my knee surgery at that point, and I wanted to go somewhere else, but I was had to go up a lot of stairs, and I'd really done a lot of walking, and I was starting to hurt. I was really pushing it that weekend, a little further than I probably should have. But now that I'm moving around good, I like to get back up there. I really want to go to the Whiskey Snug. I like to figure out to spend, at least 2 nights up there. Man, that is gorgeous. I'm going to pour the rest of this in here now. Maybe. Should be able to get the rest of it in there. Yeah, baby. There we go. The head dissipates quickly in barrel aged beers. There we go. Anything barrel aged, you're going to lose it quickly. That's okay. Still rather full. I probably should have waited a little longer after dinner. I was feeling all right until now, about halfway into that beer, I'm feeling really full again. Well, the turkey came out nice. So I got a turkey from Good Chop Box. I thought I'd give them a shot because they were giving away a free ham and a free turkey with the deal, but the box came and the ham was missing. And man, they've been a bear to get a hold of. I finally got a hold of somebody after a while, and they said the ham was being sent, but I still haven't received ham. But I will tell you that the quality of that turkey was insane. I wanted to keep it simple this year. In the past, I've done this version of a marinade using whiskey, some juice, and a few other things. And I've kind of changed it up and tweaked it up over the years. But today, or this time, I just wanted to keep it simple. And I really wanted to see the quality of this bird. So I just made a nice compound butter using Irish butter. So I used a very good quality butter. Combined it with some herbs of Provence and a few other things. And then I just put that butter all up in that turkey to keep it moist. And then about halfway through, I rubbed it with butter again to get a nice brown on or nice crisp. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have a nice beer whiskey for today. Well, thanks, Mersey Beers. I appreciate that. Let me show you the bottle of what I'm drinking here. Ardent Spirits out of Collinsville, Illinois. This is their limited release Honey Barrel Buzzworthy at 114 proof. Let me show you that. Oh, excuse me. It is an absolutely gorgeous whiskey. Very approachable at 114. Let me post your comment there, Mersey Beer. Here we go. If you're drinking something good today, let me know. This whiskey is wow. I feel like the more I drink this, the more I like it. I did use it in some cocktails yesterday, but now having it neat, I probably ought to just save the rest of that bottle to drink neat. It is so good. But because of the honey, I used it to make a toddy, not a hot toddy, but a toddy. I made a honey lemon, or made a honey raw sugar simple syrup. I added, I think, about a half ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice, and then the whisk. It was getting in a cinnamon stick, but I did serve it chilled. I didn't serve it hot, and it was just delicious. Let me set that down. I'll show you what beer I've got here. It is the Boulevard 35th anniversary, year after year, beer after beer, barrel aged ale using Holiday Bourbon Barrels Holiday out of West Distillery in Weston, Missouri, just a little north of KC there. Let me show you the front of that label. This one comes in at 11.5, so let me show you that as well. That was lovely. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving here, so it's just a Thursday. Oh, okay, there you go. I didn't realize where you were, to be honest with you. So it's just a Thursday, so no beer for me. And got some lovely red and brown ales for tomorrow. Well, there you go. That sounds nice. I have to work tomorrow, Black Friday. Since I'm now in the bartender business, changed my occupations this year. But I don't mind. I don't mind working. In fact, I kind of want to. It's already my third act career, as I like to call it. This beer is nice, man. And I don't know, playing off that honey whiskey really brings out the sweetness here. I'm getting a lot of sugars, a lot of brown sugar notes. And I don't know how long this sat in the barrel, but man, you can really feel those whiskey notes. You really feel those barrel notes. And I'm very familiar with holiday bourbon, so I could really taste that whiskey, taste that bourbon. Post your comment there. That's the Old Forester. There you go. That's a nice bourbon. I'm gonna set that down for a second. Trade off and go back to the whiskey here using my Ardent Spirits glass. This was our first stop when we had vacation back in September for our 30th anniversary. It was nice. We stopped. It was about 3.5 hours in, so we stopped, got a bite to eat, stretched a little bit, and then we went from there on into Indianapolis. Good gravy, man! This is really tasty. I feel like with every sip, I like this more and more. It is really good. And again, it's at 114, and you can see how easy it is to drink. Set that down. Focus on this beer again. It's a nice, nice looking ale. I don't know, brown. You call it a deep brown? It's hard to tell in the light. I get a slight ruby hue, but it's really hard to tell. And I'm about half colorblind anyway. Oh, the wife and I usually start with the dark meat, but we started with the breasts. I just cut one of the breasts, had a little bit to start. Made a dressing using wild rice, not just a wild rice dressing or stuffing. I added it to my other stuffing. I wanted some of that, I wanted that texture of the wild rice, but I didn't want just rice. Added apple, walnuts, and a few other things. A few other things. Gabriel, happy Thanksgiving. Well, happy Thanksgiving. I'll post your comment there, Gabriel. Happy Thanksgiving. Right back at you, man. Hope you're doing all right. Uh, man, that beer is nice. Gonna set her down again and play with this whiskey. Ardent Spirits glass. I want to use this glass because, like I said, I'm going to put that whiskey up. So I'm going to do the same with the glass. Try to tuck it away safe somewhere. Oh. They're only about 3.5 hours from us, so I'd like to get back there. I only bought this one bottle because it was the first stop on our vacation. I didn't want to buy a whole lot of, that's the very first place we got to, right? So I just bought this one, but boy, it is so good. I want to go back to get some other things. But I'm not going to be able to get to all the places I want to get to because I mentioned earlier wanting to get back to Weston. And my wife and I are hoping to make a trip to Cincinnati in August. So if we're going to do that, I need to forego those other things. But I would like to do something for my birthday next year because it'll be 60 for me. So I would like to do something, even if, like I said, if it's just a couple days away. Boy, you really feel that honey note, man. It's crazy good. But yeah, don't want to pound it right away. I just opened the sucker, so I don't want it to be gone. So I'm going to tuck it away and try not to look at it until around Christmas. Well, turkey, there you go. Uh, that'll set you right. That'll set you free, baby. Anyway, yeah, it's been nice for us. I was mentioning the dressing. Uh, and then we had one acorn squash, so I cooked that up. we'll do taters and other things for future meals, but we wanted to just keep the first plate simple rather than have 100 different things and overeat as typical. We just kept the plate small. Boy, I tell you what, though, that gravy came out insane for me because that turkey, man. So the pan I cooked the turkey and I laid some onion, a garlic clove, a potato, cut up potato, and carrots down. And as those drippings came down, it just made this beautiful, rich stock. That made just an insane gravy, man. It was so good, so rich. All right, I'm going to set that down as we're getting near the end there. Focus on this beer one more time. Hey, Jason, happy Thanksgiving. I'll post your comment there. Yeah, like I said in the past, I've done this, rather elaborate marinade or brine. Just wanted to keep it simple this year, so I just made that nice compound butter, and I wanted to get it up, especially in that breast meat, and as that melted, just kind of just keep adding flavor and moisture to those breasts, and it really did. Came out very nice, but I did want to add a lot of flavor. I mean, a lot of additional flavor, right? Wanted to keep it true to the bird. That's why I didn't want to do the big marinade with the whiskey and the other stuff. Just added some herbs. So, Jason, let me show you the bottle here. I'll show you the beer first, and I'll show you the whiskey. So I've got the Boulevard 35th anniversary. Year after year, beer after beer, barrel aged ale. This is aged in Holiday bourbon barrels. Holiday's distillery in Weston, Missouri, just a little north of Kansas City, where Boulevard is. It's 11.5%. Here, I'll show you the whiskey now. The whiskey is from Ardent Spirits in Collinsville, Illinois. It is their limited release honey barrel whiskey called Buzzworthy at 114 proof, and it is just gorgeous, man. I'll post your next comment there, Jason. Oh, excuse me. So I had my typical Thanksgiving beer earlier. I always have it. It is the Sierra Nevada Celebration. Now, of course, I'm having that Boulevard that I showed you earlier for this video. But yeah, my first beer on Thanksgiving is always Sierra Nevada Celebration. So I had that one. And we may have another one later, but I'm only doing the one live video today. Gonna relax, put on some Christmas movies. Just get comfy. It was just the wife and I today, so we didn't really have to get dressed. Stayed in our pajamas. I just put on his shirt for the video. So anyway, I'm going to finish up this whiskey with you. Ardent Spirits. Let me show you the bottle one more time as I finish this up. Limited release honey barrel Buzzworthy at 114 proof. I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, man. Yeah, it's kind of how we've done the last couple Thanksgivings. I just don't like to go anywhere anymore. I really don't like having company anymore. I'm really into my curmudgeon phase these days. And I have to be very social at work, being a bartender at a craft brewery and putting cocktails together. So yeah, my days off, I tend to just want to stay at home, man. And as social as I want to get, honestly, is just do these videos. And if somebody wants to say hi, that's great. So anyway, let me finish up this beer. I'm going to show it to you one more time. It is the Boulevard 35th Anniversary Ale, barrel-aged blend, aged in Ben Holiday Distillery, Weston, Missouri. Yeah, just a little north of KC where Boulevard Brewing is. So there you go. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, believer, drinker, perverism. Mercy, that was good. All around good guys, Sláinte. Thanks for tuning in, guys.